up, you guys? It's Audrey and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is pretty exciting and I hope it will be pretty helpful to you guys. It is an everyday beginner level middle school makeup routine for every day. Don't feel like you have to use everything I'm using in this video. Use whatever blush you have, use whatever lipstick you have, use whatever mascara or eyeshadow. I'm just going to be giving you little tips and tricks along the way and just some idea for what to do if you're just starting out with makeup. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe right down below. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so starting off with a concealer, and also I already primed, but I really wouldn't say that's necessary. But there are some drugstore primers, like I know Milani has a good one. But so I'm starting out with the Fit Me concealer from Maybelline, and this is in 15 Fair. And I would recommend putting it under your eyes for sure to brighten up for school, so you don't look like dead. And the triangles that everyone says put under your eyes. I'm just doing that, and don't just pile a bunch of concealer on your face if you don't need it, but if you do have some spots that you'd like to conceal up, definitely do so, but don't go completely crazy. Alright, and now taking this is actually a drugstore brush. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just patting that in. You don't need a brush like this, you could also do it with your fingers, but this is good. And if you do have a brush, don't swipe it around. You want to pat it in your face. But I also wanted to tell you guys about a foundation, just in case you don't feel like concealer will cover up everything and you feel like you just need a bit more coverage. This is a BB cream, the Dream Fresh from Maybelline, and I would totally recommend this because BB creams are way better for your skin when you're younger because they just won't completely clog up your pores. There are other drugstore foundations if you feel like you need something even more than just a BB cream foundation, but this is just the one I have, and I'm not going to be wearing foundation today, but I just thought I'd show you guys. Alright, so after all of our concealer is patted in, or if you did foundation, I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which is another drugstore product, and a powder brush from Essence, which is also another drugstore product. And this is not necessary if you're in middle school or like to get a powder, but it does help if you have oily, drier skin. It really does help. It actually helps to set your nose if you do this. To me, it's an important step, but if you are not big into makeup, it might not be as important to you, but it really does help with setting everything in place while you're in school for everything that you do. I forgot my drugstore blush upstairs, and I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not gonna run back upstairs and get it. What did I bring down? Okay, I brought this blush from Too Faced down because I wear this every day, and like I said in the beginning of the video, don't feel like you have to use all the products I'm using. You can use whatever blush you have. There are a lot of great blushes at the drugstore. If you want some of my favorite cheaper products, I will do a whole entire video on that, but I'm just using what I use on a daily basis, and you can use whatever blush you have. So I'm just going to be using this blush. I'm just going to be using a blush brush. There's lots of different types. This is a Morphe one. Morphe is very cheap, so if you want to check them out. And some people, I actually wouldn't always recommend blush for people because they don't feel like you need it, but if you feel like you've lost a lot of color in your face if you do put on foundation, I would recommend it for that. But I would not say that you have to wear blush, because sometimes it's not something I always want in school, because PE, you want it to look like a natural blush, and some people put a bit too much on sometimes, and throughout the day you'll start looking too red-faced if you are, getting a little flushed throughout the day. So just make sure it's very natural and you're not putting too much on. Once again, I'm going to be using my everyday products, but I did want to show you a drugstore highlighter that is really, really good. This is $3, and this is an e.l.f. Baked Blush. Don't get confused by it being called a blush because it is a highlighter, and it is called Pink-tastic from e.l.f. And I'll show you guys. I just used the gold. You can mix it to get like a pink kind of highlight, but that is it, and it's very, very pretty, except I'm just not going to be using it today. Because I'm testing out a new highlighter. But there it is, and it's super, super pretty. I love just a highlighter for something different than a lot of people do. Your age probably don't even know. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend this completely, not the product. I wouldn't recommend doing a highlighter. I'm just saying this is an extra step. This is a step I do every day. I'm not saying you have to do this every day because this isn't really something everybody does. But if you just have one of these, then definitely do it. I think they're very, very pretty. I will show you me putting it on my face in just a second. Since I am testing out this for review soon, the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, I'm going to be using the highlighter from this palette, right up here. Very similar, except I just would like to use this one, I'm sorry. And this is an e.l.f. small stipple brush. This is a another drugstore product, or I mean brush. e.l.f. brushes are really, really good. Once again, I can do a whole video on drugstore products that I like. I would totally recommend e.l.f. brushes. So taking that highlighter in the stipple brush, and I'm going to smile, and you put it right on the tops of your cheeks and facing right here, so it kind of the light catches it, and you just very glowy and youthful, because after you put powder on, it can kind of, you know, take away that glow from your skin, like a natural glow, because we're so young, but this can take that. It's just pretty, something I like. So there is it with highlighter and without highlighter. I wouldn't pile this on all too much, but I probably do put a bit too much on. And also, this is just a step I do as well, but I just put it on the bridge and the top of my nose and make it as well. Alright, now that our face is all done, we're going to be doing our brows. I do not have any drugstore brow products. I only have Sigma brow powder and an Anastasia, I don't know, brow pencil. I do know some brow products that I know a lot of people recommend. The NYX brow pencil, that is a lot like the Brow Wiz, or Maybelline just came out with the brow pencil. A lot of those. You don't even have to do your brows if you have very thick brows, or, I mean, I don't have to do my brows, but I just like a little bit more coverage in the sparse areas. I will show you how I do my eyebrows. So I just take this pencil, and I think this is shade medium, and I just draw a line underneath. That might look really harsh right now, but we blend that all out, and then I just kind of do little strokes like hair through my brows, and then I also get the ends. And then I take this little spoolie, and I would totally recommend a spoolie because I love these for brushing through the brows. Just make sure you get rid of that harsh line so it all flows naturally together. So there is my finished brow. Okay, now with both of our brows done, we're going to move on to the eyes. If you have like a lot of intense veining on your eyes, you could definitely use an eyeshadow primer. We're not going to be wearing a huge amount of eyeshadow either. But if you think you're going to be using an eyeshadow, and if you notice it comes off a lot during the day, maybe a primer will be good, but I wouldn't totally recommend it. If you don't have primer, you can just put concealer on your eyelids and set it with powder. If you don't set it with powder, it will be very hard to blend the shadows in. So just be aware of that. So if you have powder and concealer, you can just kind of use that to conceal the veins and set it so you can blend the shadows in very nicely. I personally don't have any drugstore palettes that I like. I have about 3 and I don't like them. But I know there are a few drugstore palettes that some people like, and I know the e.l.f. Matte palette, which is $10, is very good. I know CoverGirl just came out with some ones that are dupes for the Naked palettes, so you can check those out. I think there's some new palette coming out from Rimmel, I don't know, but I know there are a few good ones. Definitely look into it if you feel like getting an eyeshadow palette. I will be showing you what I do. I'm going to be using a high-end palette, but once again, don't feel like you have to use this. You can use any brown. I'm going to be taking this shade Mocha right here in a big fluffy blending brush. I would totally recommend using a fluffy blending brush. She has some basic brushes, and taking the shade Mocha and just putting that in my crease just to define it out a bit more. Putting eyeshadow on, I would totally not recommend for everyone to do. If you have time to do that one extra step or you like doing that, definitely do it, but you can just put some mascara on and you're good to go. But I do this a lot just because it's something I like to do. But I personally like this, and just make sure it's blended out fairly well. So we just have that in the crease, and I want to show you something that is in my everyday makeup routine. Is I use a gold shadow. This is ColourPop. This is $5. They're shadows at least, and they're very, very good. They're an online company. They're not in drugstores, and they do not ship to the UK. But I would totally recommend them to pick a shadow. This is Get Lucky, and it's perfect. I use this every day. I will not be putting it on for this video though, but it is in my, or is it in my? I don't think it's in my everyday makeup routine, but it is now in my everyday makeup routine. So I would definitely recommend the shadow, but I will not be putting it on today. Just for it's not something I know not everyone will do, but it is something I do every day. Curling my lashes, and people have asked me if curling your lashes actually makes a difference, and it really, really does make a difference, and I would totally recommend it. This is just from Walgreens. I don't know if the thing about if different eyelash curlers do different things, like if they actually fit your eye, if that matters, but I've heard some people really care about the shape of their eyelash curlers, but this is just some random one from Walgreens. So I hold that for about 12 seconds. I know that probably wasn't 12 seconds, but whatever. I do not have a drugstore mascara anymore. I used to have the Maybelline Rocket, and I know I just did that. I had the waterproof one. Everyone knows waterproof is very hard to get off, but if you feel like you need something heavier for school, definitely get that one. It's very volumizing, very long. I know just all of Maybelline's mascaras. CoverGirl has a lot of new ones that seem very, very good, but I do not have any drugstore mascaras. At the moment, I'm using a Smashbox X-rated mascara right now. So I'm just going to apply this, and I'm not going to do it on camera, I don't think, but I will give you a little tip is take a mirror and look down, or it's kind of like you'll get a lot of mascara on your lids. If you feel like that happens to you, it's because you're going like this, and if you look down, it will be, you probably won't get anything on your eyelids. So that's just a little tip, and yeah. Okay, and for the last step for the makeup on the eyes, I'm going to be taking a very small brush from Morphe. Once again, it's just like this. I'm going to be taking the shade called Satin Sheets, and it is the highlight that I put on my cheeks, and I'm going to be putting this in my inner corners. You can put any white shimmery color there, and it opens the eyes. It's really, really pretty. I never skip this part. Also, just one last little thing I wanted to share with you guys. There is a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. You guys will some of this if you don't know where from ColourPop. It's online. This is $5, but just a tip if you feel like your eyes are bigger and more awake, white, or just to show you what this looks like doing it. It really doesn't hurt. I always was scared to do this. You can just pull it down your eye down a bit and just put it there. I don't actually trace the whole entire eye. I just do the outer corner. As you can see, like white. So just pull down a bit and. Okay guys, last step is lips. I'm not saying you have to wear lipstick every day. This is a step I wear every day though, because I love it so much, but I'm just going to give you, these are all drugstore right here. So this is a Burt's Bees lip crayon in Hawaiian Smolder. I think a pink really wakes up your face, and it just looks so healthy and glowy and fresh and kind of young, and this is what I wear every day. As you can tell, this is all I have left. I love this so much, and I will definitely be getting more shades in this, and a new one soon. These are $8, and then I think this is $8 too. This is a Maybelline Color Blur, and let me show you this. If you want more of like a pinky mauve nude, that's more like a bright pink. This is like a mauve nude. These are matte and they're very, very nice. So there's that one, and then I have an e.l.f. If you're more of a lip gloss person and you don't really want something that bold and you're not really allowed to wear lipstick yet, there's this lip gloss from e.l.f. and it's in Lemonade, I believe. Yes, Lemonade. This is really, really cheap, and there it is right there. So on the lips, it really doesn't do much. It's just a nice gloss to freshen up the face. So I think I want to wear this one, but I'm almost out of it. But this is honestly what I would wear. I wear this all the time. This is my like favorite lipstick next to this one. I'm a big pink wearer, but for the sake of the video, I'll probably put on something a bit more calm. Okay, so there is the white eyeliner. It kind of opens the eyes a bit more if you just feel like you need a bit more awakening up. Yeah, I think it's really helpful and a really good tip. And then I just put on the Burt's Bees I was talking about. This is in Hawaiian Smolder. I really love this. I wear this every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Once again, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe right down below and give this video a big thumbs up so we can all be pals. I hope this was helpful. Once again, I just wanted to also say that use whatever blush you have, use whatever you have. I know this might be too much for some people or whatever. I also told you guys a foundation. I used just concealer in the video, but I just gave you some cheaper alternatives and just stuff like that in the video, so you don't have to feel like you have to use everything I'm using. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, so I will see you next time. Bye guys.